It's the Playhouse Podcast with Kat and JJ.
Can't believe it. I missed everything.
Missed the show?
What am I going to do?
Check out the Daily Podcast.
You know, of course, it's a weekend of love with Valentine's Day here, but are you going to be alone on Valentine's Day? And what would that even look like? If you are, we have some very helpful tips coming up in the podcast. Let's go. Psychic Kim's going to join us here for the next, 20, 25 minutes. So if you got a question, time to get in line. We've got so many people lined up. You ready to rock?
Absolutely.
And
Let's
just
go.
very patient human beings here that have been holding for like ever. Hi, Drew. How are you today, man?
Pretty good. Yourself?
Good. I appreciate you calling. You got Psychic Kim. And how long ago did your brother pass away?
4 years ago.
All right. And we know he overdosed, but then your question for Psychic Kim is what?
He was going through hard times at the time of it, so I was wondering if it was something he did intentionally. Was it accidental? Was there foul play involved?
It's a lot to think about over 4 years.
Yeah. I have to say it was intentional, to be honest. I hear ownership, like somebody's taking... Yep. Jeez. Okay, breath just got taken away. He's taking ownership for it.
So by that, do you mean that he was he intentionally trying to overdose, or he just knew what he was doing?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Both. Yep.
Drew, I'm guessing. Go ahead, Kim. I'm sorry.
Yep. There's a potential where it may not have gone that way, but completely okay with leaving Earth. So.
Oh, okay.
Guessing you had some suspicions there, Drew?
I did with his character and everything. I really did.
All right. Well, hopefully this gives you a little clarity and maybe a chance at some closure.
It does. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. I appreciate you calling this morning. Let's move on to Michelle over here on line 2. Hi, Michelle. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So your job is abruptly ending?
Yeah. My boss kind of sold out for money.
Oh, sure.
And with anything.
Okay. With all that said, then what's your question?
Older. I'm older. I'm 53. So I'm not sure if I should just get a job to financially help me, or should I go back to school and find something that truly, makes me happy?
All right. So back to school or find like a job to bridge the gap here, Kim?
I'm not seeing school. I do see finding a job fairly quickly. It's not like immediate, like tomorrow, but I do see something very quickly. You're looking for a job. Okay, this is going to sound interesting, but I keep seeing folding laundry. Now, not that you're working in a laundry factory or something like that, but I see you folding laundry. And then they're like, this is going to lead you into the next place. Like, you're not going to be staying there, but I see you take a job for money currently. And they're like, that's where the doorways are going to be opening up for you, new pathways. And they're like, you won't be folding for long. They're laughing. But it's a chance to get you in the right direction. I do not see school, though, but it's almost like school for you.
So like on-the-job training kind of thing?
Yeah.
That makes sense, Michelle?
Well, that's not the path I wanted.
I know.
Okay.
But you know what she always says? You can change your path. She sees it one way, but we all have the ability to change our paths. So,
well, good luck, Michelle. We hope the job search is pretty quick and efficient for you, okay?
Okay.
I want to start with Jason over here because when I said, hey, what's your name? He goes, Jason, and I got a little bit of a different scenario for you. So what's going on, brother?
Yeah, I'm in a wealth group and wondering if it's a cryptocurrency scam. And if so, what should I do about it?
Kim, is he getting scammed?
Ooh. There is a little bit of manipulation I hear with it, but it's not 100% a scam, okay? I keep seeing pulling out of it, to be honest, but I keep hearing looking to something similar but yet different. So you still need to do some sort of investing, just not with that particular group.
So these are some shady folk?
They're not shady. They're they're looking for money.
Yeah.
Like, that's what every company typically does. So it's not 100% a scam, but it is manipulation.
All right. So probably another avenue is best for you here, Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want me to pay more money to get the money I have in out of there. I think that
sounds like a scam.
Yeah, but isn't that what happens? Like if I were to want to take some stuff out of like my 401k, I have to pay.
You get taxed on it.
Yeah.
It's not like you got to give our company more money to get your money.
Yeah, I took out of my Roth, and that didn't cost me anything, but I've got almost $50,000 into this.
All right. Well, I know a lot of guys, and I have a couple of investment opportunities for you if you'd like to hold, Jason, that could pay out very, very well in the future, or you could just end up giving me your money. So hang on. But we appreciate you calling. Have a great morning, man. I appreciate it. Hi, Anna. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you.
Let's talk about your relationship real quick, because I know you wanted to ask Kim, like, is this going somewhere? So break it down a little bit. What are you curious about?
Well, honestly, I've been in this one for like quite some time, but I just don't know if I'm just wishing that it's right.
So is he dragging his heels here? Is he just not popping the question? Is that what's going on?
No, we've been engaged for too long.
Okay. So is this basically the end all for Anna, Kim?
No, I keep hearing they need to keep going. She needs to. He is a really, really good person for you, by the way. Very, very good. So it's just not always fun. It doesn't always look pretty, and all the bells and whistles that people want in a relationship or that they think they need in a relationship. This actually feels super calm. I keep hearing like they're showing me taking a chill pill. They're like, take a chill pill, just calm down and see the beauty that's actually being created. It's a very, very good relationship. It's just not crazy, and it's not like, oh, I'm totally in love with you. They're like, that's okay. It's great. Just keep going.
Stick it out, Anna.
Yep.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you don't sound very confident in that. So take a second, like Kim said, a little chill pill, and be all right with this. Thanks for calling. Hey, Kelly, you'll be our last caller with Psychic Kim, and what's the relationship looking like right now?
Just kind of the beginning of rekindling a relationship that we had, and I'm wondering if this truly will go anywhere, or if it should have just been left as it was.
All right, so is it worth rekindling all this, Kim?
I see rocks in front of me. Some of them look a little sharp, and it's going to bring out a little bit of fear, a little bit of anxiety, this relationship. But they're like, if you can kind of work through your own insecurities with each other, it looks beautiful. They're like, if you let the insecurities and the fears, your own doubts get in your way, they show me I all of a sudden got sat on a rock, a very, very sharp rock on my butt, and I'm just like, ow, like you hurt me. They're like, that will totally crumble back down, and I'll be back to where you're at. So you have an opportunity. Is there other people out there that you could potentially partner up with? Different, what I call soulmates. I hear the word yes. So they're like, you actually have a choice in this situation. If you want to actually really find who you are and really dig deep with yourself and being completely 100% good with yourself, and he wants to do the same thing, then you need to stay. If you're like, I don't want to have to always be in a state of living in my own fear, living in my own insecurities, my doubts, then they're like, then you need to leave. You need to know who you are, and then you need to leave and just say, like, you know what, we're better off as friends. I will hang out with you here and there, but I need to find a different relationship. They're like, this is your choice.
It's a lot to process, Kelly.
It is. And I want to know, and I want to get a little nosy here. Why did you break it off in the first place?
Unhappy with the relationship the way it was, lack of communication.
Gotcha.
Well, some people tend to go back on their best behavior. Okay.
Ooh.
So start to look for the signs from before, and then you're just going to be stuck in a rut. I get that you want to see if they've changed, but they'll show right away. You know, no one can really keep up that facade for that long.
Yeah, hopefully this offered a little clarity to you, Kelly. I appreciate you calling. Hopefully things are looking great and you don't sit on that sharp rock. Why am I supposed to look at your Facebook page?
I want you to see that first video that's on my Facebook page. So this girl goes to Target and she's looking through all the greeting cards and stuff like that, trying to find a Valentine's card. Do you see the ones that...
Work wife, work husband?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have now reached a level of inappropriateness.
I hate that phrase. I really do think
work
that...
wife, work husband?
Yeah, I think wife and husband is reserved for people that have ceremonially committed to each other. Whether you believe in the sanctity of marriage inside a church and it's a sacrament or not, I believe when you say I do and that you're going to be, that person, the work wife thing is just ridiculous.
So I have a friend whose husband is in real estate, okay? And he has a girl that is like a team member to him. They work together.
Sure.
But she does like all the photos and the 3D tours, and she's the yin to his yang in the business world.
Probably takes a pretty good team to be successful there.
But they work really well together and are very successful. But that has been an issue before where like she has heard her refer to him like that. He's slipped up and referred to her like that. And that can cause some problems at home. So I just want to let you know, if you're running to the store today to pick up anything for anybody aside from who you're with for Valentine's Day, unless it's your mom or your daughter, don't do it. Maybe a candle or get like a Starbucks gift card. Hey, happy Valentine's Day. Here you go. Stay awake and do a better job. You know what I mean?
How far out does that reach go? Like I get getting somebody a gift card for Christmas. Like we work together and we get each other gifts.
Yeah.
But I've never over all the years gotten a Valentine's Day gift.
And I'm grateful for that. I think that
would be odd, right?
A little off-putting. I wouldn't mind if you hoofed it up to Cindy's desk and got me a hard chocolate up there.
Will they have hot chocolate in our building today?
Hot chocolate?
Oh, the chocolates.
Hot chocolate, yeah. So if you're walking by, grab one. Think about me. Grab one. But aside from that, the whole work wife, work husband thing, if that's ever been a factor in your relationship, I'd love to hear how that went down and how you handled it. Nip it in the bud right away.
I could get maybe even using it if you're not married.
If you're not married, sure. But if you are with somebody in a committed relationship and you haven't put a ring on that finger and you're already referring to somebody else as
your work husband,
your work wife, that's weird.
That's a little janky. Kat hasn't been single since she's been 8 years old.
13.
Whatever. I remember being a freshman in college and getting dumped like probably 2 weeks before Valentine's Day.
But isn't that what you'd want? Being dumped before either a gift-giving holiday like Christmas or Valentine's Day?
You would think, right? But like all of my friends, these guys that I played ball with, they all had girlfriends. In your freshman year in college, you got one way or two ways, right? One way is, oh my God, it's so great to be single, la, 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 la. The other one is they all had like these longtime girlfriends from high school that they had made the summer break and into their freshman year with, right? And they were usually at a different school or maybe even a different state. And they're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get to see my girlfriend this weekend, or I'm sending her all these roses and chocolates. And I was like financially strapped to begin with, so I didn't mind that part.
Yeah.
But like we went out that weekend and like everybody had somebody. And there's just me in the corner drinking out of a Solo cup.
Sad.
Just going, oh my God, who looks desperate? You know
I
what
would
mean?
not have even gone out. Did you think it was going to be like a party or?
I was on the verge of some real raging alcoholism at that point. And so there wasn't an option to not go out.
Okay.
But I thought, all right, well, if you're single with Valentine's Day here this year, what could you do? So I punched it into ChatGPT this morning. And here are a couple of things on how to prepare for Valentine's Day as a single person. Okay. You tell me, as you think back to when you were 3 and that was the last time you were single, if these would be good for you. Or just imagine yourself single right now.
I could do that.
Scope out which stores will have the best clearance items on February 15th. This is your real holiday.
Okay.
So focus all your energy on getting amazing deals on the 15th. Perfect your I'm not bitter smile. So when people ask, why are you still single? Be ready to dramatically tell people, I don't need a relationship. I have pizza and Wi-Fi.
I'm not looking for anything right now.
Another item that ChatGPT popped out for us, if you're single for Valentine's Day, wear all black and pretend it's a funeral.
Oh.
You can ruin the couple's day by making things awkward for them.
You don't want to do that. Don't be mad because other people are in love. You'll have your moment.
Prepare for smug couple photos. What you want to do is flood social media with your own love story. Just you and a burrito staring deeply into each other's eyes.
See, that's funny. Make a joke of it that you haven't found your lobster yet, but it'll happen. Onika had texted my Valentine's plans, doctor's appointment, picking up groceries, and then hanging out with my cute little foster puppy. And yes, it is adorable.
You got love to give. I get that.
Becky says, hey, my name is Becky, and I'm single, spending the day working and then going to my son's basketball game. He plays for Eden Valley. Good luck, guys. But you're not really, if you have kids, you're not really single. You can make it special for them.
Well, yeah, you got love to give, right?
Yeah.
It's just that person sitting home alone going, everybody's in love except for me. And this was the one that I don't recommend. But if you're just like super tired of being single and it's not working for you, throw yourself a party. Get your favorite snacks, wear comfy PJs, celebrate surviving another Valentine's Day with zero drama. Do that basically every night of your life because you're single, but make it a big deal.
That's a big thing on like Facebook Shorts or TikTok or Instagram. When you scroll, you see these people that are like my 5 to 9 after my 9 to 5. So those are popular. It's like, what do I do when I get home? A lot of single women, they go and they do their skincare routine. They make themselves just a single girl's dinner.
Your skincare routine isn't working if you're single.
No, they enjoy being single. Maybe they don't need to be with somebody.
That thing, I'm willing to fight anyone that gives me that I enjoy being single thing. As human beings, as just strict mammals, we're supposed to be social animals. You have to
being single doesn't mean you're not social. Maybe you are like the most social person out all the town out all the time.
But don't give
you just
me that.
Don't have someone to sleep with.
I don't want to have somebody around. You do. You want to share all of your life's moments with somebody. You want to feed off of their moments. I have people that in my life that do that all the time. Oh, I really love being single. No, you don't.
No, I believe them. I believe if they're during this moment enjoying being by themselves, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No, yeah, absolutely.
And I was talking to my mom about this.
Antisocial.
She was just like, I think women reach a point in their life where they would just be happy living by themselves.
And I think after your childbearing years, I think.
Maybe after you've put in a long time with somebody else and you're like, I could probably do this rest of the half of my life by myself.
How was your Wednesday?
My Wednesday was good. Got some stuff done. Errands ran went to the bank, got some money out. My mother-in-law is going to be staying with Liam. Shut up. Shut up.
We got him. We got the mouse. We got the mouse. We got the mouse. He's right there. Oh, we got him.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah,
he's
for
dead.
sure. No, this is so weird. Guys, here, I didn't even bother looking.
I don't want to look at it.
Here's what happened. I walked in here. I got to work at about 3:40 this morning. So much to do so we can go on vacation. And I came directly to the studio. I didn't even drop my stuff off in my office. And as I was walking down the stairs, I heard something. And in the back of my head, I was like, I bet we got that mouse. But then I walk in the studio and I had like 1,000 things to do. And I got this big checklist.
So this didn't just happen.
This just happened like a couple hours ago.
Oh, so
not right now.
He's been dead.
We got him.
Long?
Oh, he's been dead since 3:45 this morning.
I thought you just heard.
No.
Off
I just looked. It made sense to me that as we're starting the show, did we catch the mouse? We got him. He's right there. Let's go.
No.
Mess with us and see what happens.
He had children.
Probably deserted all of them though. Probably had nothing
for the cookie.
He
all
just
men leave for the cookie. Wow.
All right, sorry, didn't mean to scare everybody there, but we got him. We got him. Let's go.
I went and got travel shampoos and stuff. That's about it. So a dead mouse definitely trumps my story.
With that mouse being dead, I feel this sudden testosterone thing going on with me right now. I'll tell you this much.
I don't like it.
Over the years, especially as we're doing the show, there's so many cool things about being a woman. Because you get to give birth. You know, I've always thought that was the coolest thing in the history of the world is that you get to give life. Like without a woman, this thing ends real quick, right?
Right.
And but I woke up this morning and I had this like man's feeling, and I'll tell you why. I love being a dude for one real reason. And this happened to me, I bet, 250 times in my life. But it happened to my 17-year-old son last night at his hockey game. He gets in a little squabble in the corner. He crushes this kid against the boards. And this kid kind of grabs his leg as he's going down. And my son is just pummeling on this kid. I mean, like
punching him?
Just beating the piss out of this kid. Because this is what young men do when they got when they got too much testosterone. So he's just, and like the play is done, and he's just going after this kid, just beating on him. And as they're escorting him to the penalty box, he's smiling and laughing and everything like this.
Nut job.
And I was like, oh my God, my kid has flipped the switch. Like he completely went psycho. Like I always knew he was kind of tap dancing on the razor's edge there.
Yeah.
And after the game, he comes home last night and I go, hey, what was going on in the corner when you were just beating the snot out of that kid? He goes, oh, I know that guy. He lives across the street from one of my friends or whatever. I said, so you knew him, you're friends with him, and you decided to beat him senseless. And he goes, yeah, that's what guys do. He goes, we laughed about it after the game. We walked out together.
But they were covered in pads. So it's not like a wrestling mat where they're just bare knuckle boxing.
You're right, right.
So.
Yeah, I mean, nobody got punched in the face, but his head got slammed against the ice several times. You know what I mean? And I was just like, that's what guys do. I mean, I've been in a bar fist fight with a guy and bought him a beer less than 5 minutes later. And I've had the same happen to me when I was an athlete. Like, you go hard, and then you smile and laugh about it afterwards.
I think that just sounds psychotic.
I don't know what it is.
Strange.
I guess on the outside, if you're just kind of, like, let's say you're from West Kenya, you know what I mean? And you've had a whole tough life. You got to walk 7 miles for water, and you're struggling. And then you hear something like, oh, these privileged kids were beating the piss out of each other, and then they're friends afterwards. Like, that probably doesn't exist to you if you're being chased by wild animals for a living. Mm-hmm. But, like, I was just, like, so happy to be a guy because we can do that. Now, ladies, you get in a fight, you will hold that grudge for 8 or 9 years, and then you still will never talk to that person again.
And then we're labeled as, like, angry or vicious.
Like, guys can just go hard, and then, boom, you're friends again in 5 minutes. That is such
Don't try to over-explain it because you're wasting your breath. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I was just so happy to be a guy when I woke up this morning.
Bingo! How fun!
Last week, someone lost an eye at bingo.
Bingo! Bingo what bingo?
Bingo! Bingo! Listener bingo means Kat and I each go fishing for a great story. So maybe you're somebody listening who
has relatives that are too close. Maybe they are dating. They're married. There's a show on OWN right now where this girl is dating her second cousin, would like to take it to the next level. They have to have this meeting with the family to make sure everyone is okay with it. But this guy pranks an entire restaurant, making it sound like he's the father of his sister's kid.
Oh my God! Guys, my sister's having a baby! I'm gonna be a dad!
You can hear it set in.
Yeah, they're like, wait, what?
They're like, whoa, wait, we're cheering for
So I have a cousin who married her cousin. They're both in my bloodline.
Okay.
I was an usher at their wedding. And they're obviously doing bride and groom things before the wedding. Uh-huh. So my cousin and I are ushers at this wedding. And when everybody would come in, you know, I usually ask them bride side or groom side. And I would, to almost everybody, I'd go, well, everyone's related. You can sit wherever you want. And I just let them go. So this word got back to them as you go bar hopping after the wedding. And I got kicked out of the whole thing after that. They're like, we don't need you part of this anymore.
Because you were making fun of
I was like, well,
close DNA.
Nah, and they had kids and everything's fine. There's no third eye.
I mean, if you're going to be in a relationship like that, people will talk. There's nobody that won't find it strange because of how big the world is.
But what was nice is I knew everyone at the wedding because I was related to all of them.
That is nice.
It was very, hey, how are you, Gina?
Christ. Well, my mother-in-law, her brothers are brothers, and they married their first cousins who are sisters. So 2 brothers married 2 sisters.
That's just
their first cousins.
Again, your chances in that DNA pool of something not meshing up right.
All the kids look normal.
I'm on the lookout this morning for anyone listening who's just super sick. Morning, Kyle. How are you, bud?
Good.
Good. We're going to talk about your weird little family tapestry here.
Yeah, for sure.
Break it down.
So basically, my mom's got 2 sisters.
Yep.
They married 2 brothers, so not blood related, but just still kind of weird. So it doesn't stop there. The 2 brothers that married my mom's 2 sisters have a sister that married my dad's brother.
So does everybody not branching out from your family? Everybody just married your family?
Nobody with like a third hand or anything?
No, nothing like that. Nothing like blood related, but it's still kind of weird. Like, I'm related to first cousins on my mom's side the same way I'm related to first cousins on my dad's side.
Yeah.
So, Kyle, with all of these relatives out there and knowing that your family has no rules when it comes to this kind of stuff, have you ever looked at any of your first cousins and been like, let's go?
Yeah, for sure.
Why would you say that? Oh, my God.
Another quick story for you guys.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
So, this happened, 36, I suppose. It happened 10, 12 years ago. I was playing volleyball, and there's this cute girl, on my team. We were doing co-ed sixes, and she was super cute. So, after we were playing volleyball, I asked her for her number. She pronounced my whole last name, and I was like, yeah. She goes, do you know, these three brothers or whatever? I was like, yeah, I know them. They're my first cousins. And she goes, oh, they're my first cousins too. And I was just like, maybe we should just be friends.
Oh, you didn't at least make a run at it?
No, he made the conscious decision to not.
Listen, you pull anchor at the last moment on something like that. At least the chase is half the fun there.
Right. So basically my uncle was her aunt's husband.
Her uncle?
That's kind of how that worked out.